Hello, I'm Karl, and I'm at Trident Fly Fishing. Today we're going to tie kind of an old school fly called the Hendrickson dry fly. This was created back in 1916 by a tyer named Roy Steenrod. And he had a friend named Albert Hendrickson, and they fished together on the lower Beaverkill River in New York, and he tied this fly up for him. The fly is made to imitate a mayfly, and I believe it was originally tied in what they call the Catskill-style. This left a short section of bare hook shank right behind the eye, and it was used to seat a turtle knot. I'm going to tie this fly for use with a clinch knot, so the materials will end up right at the hook eye. Here's a shot of the completed fly in the vise, and we'll get this started. So the hook we're going to use is a TMC 100 in size 12. I typically see this tied from a 10 all the way down to an 18. The thread we're going to use is UTC 70 in olive, and we'll start this tie by laying down a thread base right behind the hook eye. We're about a hook eye behind the eye. Get a short base so we can tie in our wing. Our wing is going to be wood duck. You could also use mallard flank feather. Dyed wood duck would work just fine. We're going to strip off all the lower fuzzies off of this and try and even out the tips of the feather some, like so. I'm going to take our scissors and cut out the very center of the feather at the tip. Form a V, like that. And then I'm going to pull the feathers forward towards the tip to even them out. And fold them over each other, like so. And we want this wing to be a hook length in height. Take a couple of pinch wraps, like so, and then start wrapping back. Go back about halfway, take our scissors and cut those off at an angle. And wrap the butt ends in. And come back forward, lift up our wing. We're going to form a dam right at the base of that wing with several turns. That's going to cause that wing to stand up like so. And then we are going to separate the wing. So we have two separate wings. Take some turns around each one to get them separated. Then some figure 8 turns. And last, a few turns around each wing, if it'll let me. There we go. To further help them stand separate. There we are. Got a couple of crazy ones there I'm going to cut out. There, now they're well separated. You can pinch them together to stand them up. And I like to take a drop of super glue and put that in between the wings to help them stand up. Like so. All right, now we're going to wrap our thread back towards the barb of the hook where we're going to tie in our tail material. So the wing material we're going to use is going to be a medium blue dun hackle feather. I take the barbules and I pull them out straight away from the rachis, like so that the tips are even. Then grab the tips and tear them off the stem. We want these to be about a hook shank in length. I'm going to tie those in right on top of the hook. Run our thread all the way up to the wing, tie all of that loose material in. Next, we're going to tie in the material for the abdomen. This fly originally had kind of a strange material they used. It was urine-stained red fox belly hair. And unfortunately, we don't have any of that today, so we're going to use some superfine dubbing in the color Hendrickson pink. Going to form about a 2-inch nice thin noodle so we can form a nice thin tapered abdomen. This superfine dubbing clings to this thread really well. I would almost rather not put enough on the first time rather than try to have to get it off. It's difficult to get off the thread. I'm going to wrap this forward, forming a slight taper for the body, almost to the wing. I'm going to leave a little space like that because that's where the hackle is going to get tied in. It's going to be the same medium blue dun feather, size to the hook. We're going to remove some of the barbules from the feather to prepare it to tie it in. As you can see, we've left some little stubs there. Those are going to give the thread something to bite into when you tie it in and really reduce the likelihood that you're going to accidentally pull this out when you tie it in place. Wrap your thread back up to your eye. Now we'll take some turns around the back of the wing. 1, 2, 3. Pull the wing back. Bring that hackle up as close to the wing as you can. It's 1, 2, 3. Tie that off. Take our scissors, snip off the excess. Form a small head, trying not to capture the hackle fibers. And whip finish. Seat the knot, cut your thread, a little bit of head cement, Very effective old school fly. Easy to tie, great fly for beginners. Always manage to trap a couple. There. So feel free to leave comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date on all these videos from tridentflyfishing.com. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again next time.